The film opens in the place that is known for Kondak in 2600 BC. While the land flourished for a really long time, things changed when the domineering ruler Akhton dominated and oppressed his kin to mine a strong material called Eternium. Akhton made the crown of Sabak with expectations of accomplishing the force of a tremendous devil. Rather than a prize, the senior man is wounded and lost a bluff. The kid's dad pulls him away and urges him not to attempt to be a legend. The kid then, at that point, a senior man tracks down Eternium and is dogged for it by different slaves in order to be compensated by the ruler. A kid, Halom Christian, helps the man get free and conveys the Eternium to one of the Lord's warriors, gets the Eternium from the trooper and escapes with it, however is at last gotten and condemned to death. At the point when he is going to be executed, his body evaporates as he shows up before the board of wizards, who pick the kid as their boss and provide him with the powers of Shazam. In any case, the legend expresses that the boss faced Akhton and obliterated him and his castle prior to disappearing until the end of time. Current day, Kondak has fallen subject to a hired fighter group called Intergang. They are presently searching for a criminal named Adriana Thomas, Sarah Shahi, however she goes through a security designated spot with her sibling Kareem, in addition to partner Samir, James Kusa T. Moyer, and Ishmael Gregor, Marwan Kenzari. The group shows up at a cavern where Adriana desires to find the crown of Sabak for research purposes. While Kareem is holding up in the van, Samir's body tumbles off a precipice. Intergang mercs appear and hold the other three at gunpoint after Adriana figures out how to procure the crown. The lead merc holds a weapon to her head and empowers her to surrender the crown. However, Adriana starts to peruse the engraving in the cavern, arousing Kondak's alleged boss, Teth Adam, Dwayne Johnson. The mercs attempt to go after Adam yet are quickly destroyed individually. The cavern starts to fall with Ishmael evidently dying. Adriana escapes with Kareem, however they are found by Adam, who continues to butcher more mercs and choppers in tanks. As he moves toward their van, a rocket made of Eternium is terminated at Adam, injuring him when it detonates. He attempts to take off yet falls and is taken in by Adriana alive, as he is driving Intergang and needed to get the crown for himself. He advises different specialists to find Adriana. In the meantime, Superhuman Carter Lobby/Hawkman, Aldous Hodge, addresses Amanda Waller, Viola Davis, about Adam's enlivening and the disarray he abandoned. She enrolls him to assemble his group, the Equity Society of America, Maxine Hunkel/Twister, Quintessa Swindell, who have some control over wind and sound, Al Rothstein/Iota Smasher, Noah Centineo, who has a suit that can make him develop, which he acquired from his uncle, Henry Winkler, and Kent Nelson/Specialist Destiny, Pierce Brosnan, who wears a cap that picked him and gives him powers of witchcraft. They take off to Kondak to carry Adam to Waller. While contacting the Cap, Destiny sees a dream of obliteration and what gives off an impression of being Hawkman being killed. Room of Adriana's child Aman, Bodhi Sabangi, who is fixated on superheroes and is eager to meet the hero of Kondak. Adam strolls through the wall and officially meets Adriana and Kareem, who makes sense of how the residents consider him to be a legend and defender, in spite of the fact that Adam says he is no legend. Adam flies into the city and sees a sculpture of the boss. Aman gets some Intergang mercs to follow him to definitely stand out enough to be noticed. It works, and Adam starts to lay into the mercs, which thus stands out of the Equity Society. Hawkman and Destiny leave their flight to save two mercs that Adam dropped before they pursue him. Adam fights the two preceding Twister and Smasher enter the image. Regardless of their endeavors, Adriana faces the Equity Society and lets them know that not a solitary one of them tried to help Kondak the entire time that Intergang was dominating, and Adam is the main individual to give the mercs what they merit, yet Hawkman doesn't think they should be killed to be dealt with. Adriana tracks down Adam and addresses him over what she has gained from the Equity Society with respect to Adam's actual story. Adam's showdown with Akhton was supposed to be out of vengeance, and when he released his ability to kill the Lord, it ran wild and obliterated Akhton and his powers, yet a huge piece of Kondak. The wizards then, at that point, detained Adam in the cavern where Adriana tracked down him, The Equity Society appear trying to get Adam, yet he takes off after Adriana requests that he safeguard Aman. Ishmael gets to Adriana's condo and points his weapon at Aman and Kareem since he realizes they have the crown. Kareem battles Ishmael long enough for Aman to attempt to move away, yet Kareem is shot. The Intergang mercs pursue Aman until Adam appears at convey another beatdown. Ishmael snatches Aman and takes off on a hoverbike. Adam pursues them, alongside the Equity Society. Tragically, Ishmael get away. Everybody refocuses at the loft, where Destiny has kept an eye on Kareem's injury. Destiny likewise tells Adriana not to fault herself for Intergang killing her better half. The group assembles two mercs trying to examine them for data, however Adam attempts to undermine them for information. One of them says that Ishmael is gone to a mine. Adam and Hawkman get into a battle in the wake of differing over their techniques for taking care of business, destroying their direction through the condo until they find the crown concealed in Almond's room. En route to the mine, Adriana and Typhoon attempt to unravel the composition on the crown. Adriana initially deciphered it as life is the main way to death, yet incidentally, she was perusing it topsy-turvy and that the expression is passing is the main way to life. Kent then, at that point, informs Carter concerning his vision, yet communicates trust that there is a method for changing his. After showing up at the mine, Adam continues to cut down more mercs before they find Ishmael and Aman, the previous having been depending on Adam appearing with the crown. Adriana is compelled to surrender it for Almond's life, however Ishmael endeavors to shoot the kid at any rate prior to wearing the crown. Adam figures out how to fly quickly enough to get the shot, yet, his powers detonate, broiling Ishmael to a fresh, yet Hawkman safeguards Adriana with his wings, Destiny safeguards Aman, and Smasher saves Twister from. Subsequent to seeing the degree of his annihilation and making Aman be injured, Adam attempts to take off. He is found by Hawkman and compelled to disclose his origin story after Ishmael had referenced the name Hurrit. Adam makes sense of that Hurrit was the one decided to be the wizard's hero, however after his folks were gone after by Octon's professional killers, with Adam's significant other being killed, Hurrit gave Adam his powers to save his life. Unfortunately, the professional killers hit Hurrit with a bolt, making Adam become incensed and pursue Octon with no benevolence. Acknowledging he brings more destruction than security, Adam says Shazam and surrenders his powers, eagerly permitting the Equity Society to get him. Adam is acquired by Amelia Harcourt, Jennifer Holland, while the Equity Society keeps an eye on Aman and gets ready to bring him and Adriana home. Notwithstanding, Ishmael is in damnation and is tracked down by the evil presences that name him as their boss and transform him into Sabak. He arises as an enormous red-horned evil spirit and continues to rise a military from damnation to threaten Kondak. The Equity Society attempts to battle however is effectively outclassed. Aman gathers together the residents to retaliate with him, in addition to Adriana and Kareem, while the superheroes show up at the remnants of Octon's royal residence. Destiny safeguards Hawkman, Twister, and Smasher from entering, as he understands this is the manner by which he can save Hawkman from kicking the bucket. Destiny fights Sabak however utilizes his powers to contact Adam and inspire him to awaken and rise up out of his case. He attempts to swim out yet falls oblivious. Adam sees a dream of his better half and Hurrit welcoming him, as he accepts he is prepared to rejoin them. Hurrit then, at that point, lets Adam know that it isn't his time. Adam figures out how to come to the surface and says Shazam to get his powers back. He flies back to Kondak, where he sees Sabak kill Destiny. Hawkman, Typhoon, and Smasher advance into battle. Sabak seems to pierce Hawkman as he kicked the bucket in Destiny's vision, yet he has utilized Destiny's protective cap to make deceptions of himself to deceive Sabak. With Hawkman's endorsement, Adam takes advantage of his can-do attitudes to battle Sabak, finishing with him snatching the miscreant by his horns and parting him in two, which additionally causes the undead to be cleared out. Adam heads out in different directions from the Equity Society, while individuals of Kondak serenade long experience the hero. Adam decides to annihilate Octon's high position, promising to be the defender of Kondak. He additionally tells Adriana that Teth Adam is excessively dated, and that he will currently be known as Dark Adam. Mid-credits scene, Adam is found by a robot sent by Waller. She advises him to keep straight, or she will send powers after him. Adam moves her to do as such, and afterward explodes the robot. From the smoke, a figure slides from the sky. He moves toward Adam and lets him know, they need to talk. He ventures out from the smoke, uncovering, in all honesty, the last child of Krypton. Superman, Henry Cavill. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed my recap.